It's night now. Only a few streetlights and the moon make my surroundings visible. I sit down on the same bench as before. Seems like this will be where I spend the night. Day 2 of Angelic Orbs. Staring. Even though my eyes are closed, I feel someone stare at me. It's kind of annoying since I'm trying to sleep. It's hard enough already, since it's not very comfortable to be lying on this bench out in the open. At least it's not winter. Go away. Stare. I open my eyes and find myself looking up into a couple of light, bluish eyes on a blonde girl whose long bangs are hanging down in front of my face. Her stare somehow looks both very concentrated and serious. Oh, he's awake. What are you doing? I stop and she steps back to give me some room. To my disappointment, it is still dark. I can't have slept for many hours, but my back is already sore. Doing? She asks this, almost surprised. Nothing. I just thought I saw someone sleeping on the bench and thought that this person had to be very stupid. But? Well, you are. Why sleep out here when you could be sleeping in a room? Or at least in a tent somewhere? She looks thoughtful, seriously considering the possibilities. Sorry, but I don't have a room. I reply angrily. It's really not that strange to be sleeping outside when you haven't got the money for a room. Again she looks at me in thought. Oh, but I tried not to make too much noise. Was she planning on watching me all night? What time is it? Almost dawn. Not long until the sun rises. I still feel very tired, but I guess I had been sleeping longer than I thought. It's not like this is the best place to get a lot of rest. So, where are the others? Others? Yeah, your friends I saw you with yesterday. Oh, they are out. She suddenly smiles at me. She is actually cute. I am waiting for one of them here. He's looking to something for me. So that's it. I guess I'm just a way to pass time for her until he bets back. What is your name? Her sudden friendliness is almost unsettling. Kevin. I'm Tia. I am not from around here. That wasn't hard to figure out. Her way of talking is kind of strange too. So, Kevin. I look up at her again, and suddenly her expression is very serious, almost threatening. Completely opposite of before. Huh? There is something around here that some people are looking for. Her eyes won't let go of mine. She's not as tall as I am, but as she's standing there underneath the streetlight, looking down at me sitting on the bench, she seems menacing enough in spite of her small size. It's something in her eyes. Last night, it almost sounded like you knew something about it. Could she be talking about that? I'm looking for it too, you know? To keep it hidden. Have you seen it? It looks like it is made of glass. Glass. The orb. I don't know what to say. I don't feel like getting dragged into that again. I don't have anything like that. For a couple of seconds she keeps holding me with her firm gaze. Then she smiles again. That is good. It is mine, you see. Yours? Yeah, and I would very much like to have it back. I see. That thing hurts. I wonder if I should tell her after all. But most of all is I still want to forget about it as far as possible and stay out of trouble. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with those freaky things anymore. The darkness is fading slowly now. The sun isn't visible yet, and the moon still hangs above the rooftops. I yawn. There is a cat again. That shouldn't be too odd, but somehow I feel like that this cat reminds me of the one I saw not too long ago. Tia has said it too, and we both follow it without eyes as it runs past us and into another street. Then Tia suddenly smiles and steps forward. Yoshi! And there the black-haired boy I had seen with her steps forward towards us from around the corner. His name must be Kyoshi. As he comes closer, he looks at me with a slightly puzzled expression. Tia waves and runs to him. So, any luck? He says something I can't really hear and which I'm not really interested in. Seems like it isn't any of my concern anymore. Concern. I look around me. It probably isn't possible to sleep any longer, since the streets will soon be filled with people again. Maybe I should start the long walk home already. I can't help but feel a little uneasy at the thought. Even though the sun will be up very soon, the events of yesterday are still haunting me in the back of my mind. Damn, I'm not usually this bad at taking care of myself. Well, I guess that does not help us all that much. Kyoshi looks like he's about to leave and Tia with him. But then she hesitates and glances back at me. With a few quick steps I realize that she's standing in front of me again. She looks at me as if there's something she wants to say. So where are you going to go now? Since you do not even have a room in this town. I wonder how safe it is to answer this strange girl. I will be going home. I live not too far from this town. Out there? She points outside the town. Yeah, in that general direction. Oh. Suddenly she lightens up. We are going that way too. Maybe a local will be helpful at the way. Even if only for a short while. I'm kind of worried about what reasons she would have to drag me along. But at the same time, it seems like a comforting thought to have someone to walk with part of the way. And even though I had to admit it, this girl has made me a little curious. I look over at Kyoshi, expecting to see some kind of reaction, since she is deciding all of this on her own. But he just watches us in silence, not showing signs of any particular interest. He looks like a spectator. I can't help but think that as if their entire world doesn't concern him, and he is just there to watch. I shrug. Sure. Good. Tia turns around to Kyoshi. Let us meet up with the others then. We wait only a couple of minutes right outside town before the other two appear. The cat guy doesn't seem to notice at first, but the raven-haired girl sends me a surprised and angry glare as she sees me with a Tia and Kyoshi. This is Nate and Yoko. Tia introduces us happily, not noticing the unfriendly waves coming from Yoko. Or maybe just ignoring them. And this here is Kevin. He's from this area, so maybe he can help us. I glance at Yoko. She looks like she's boiling inside from suppressed anger. If it is because of me, then I wonder what I have done wrong. What are you talking about, Tia? We already know where it... Nonsense! We know the general direction, but I'm sure that Kevin here can tell us the best road to the mansion. Tia looks at me with conviction. The mansion. Since when did she expect me to take them there? It's not like I don't know where it is. I have seen it a couple of times a few years ago, when I needed to pass time while my parents were taking care of their business in town. Yoko is looking at me, and her eyes narrow while apparently waiting for me to say something. Sure, I can take you there, I guess. I reply before I manage to really think it over, and I feel like I already regret saying it. Perfect! Tia is happy and turns around to walk away. Yoko obviously wants to say more, but decides to stay silent. She sends me another quick glare before following the strange girl. The cat-eared person named Nate also looks at me suspiciously. He doesn't look like he directly hates me like Yoko does, but something is bothering me. What? Annoyed, I addressed him directly. Well, it just is kind of strange. I wonder what she has in mind with you. Then he leaves me there before I get a chance to reply, and follows the others. For a minute I stand there confused. Was he talking about Tia? What she has in mind with me? I quickly catch up with them, but Nate has joined Yoko, and I don't feel like talking to her. I decide to take along with Tia and Kiyoshi instead. So are we going the right way? Tia asks this with a smile. Yeah. I notice Kiyoshi is looking at me. Something in his eyes reminds me of when Nate was just doing the same thing. I get a bad feeling about this Tia. It takes some time to reach the mansion outside of town. Seems like the people who built it didn't want to be overrun by the townspeople. It's not directly located on my way home, but close enough. The sun is well up when we reach a hill. From there a tree line is visible farther ahead. The mansion is located just behind those trees. Part of it can be seen among the treetops. Tia comes to a halt. She seems to be hesitating about something. I wonder what business these strange people have up at the mansion. Let's take a break here. She just says that matter-of-factly, even though we haven't been walking for more than a few hours. It wouldn't take much longer to get there. I wait for the reaction of the others. Nate just raises an eyebrow and shrugs. The group spreads out. Yoko leaves entirely. Maybe she just doesn't want to be in the same place as me. Tia goes to the top of the hill, leaving the other two together. I don't know why, but I want to go find Yoko actually. Yoko. What is up with her? She obviously thinks that I'm in the way. I should go talk to her. Besides, if I'm really not needed, then I should just leave already and head home. I should be able to just make it back before nightfall, if I hurry. I take the same road that I saw her leave by, and walk across a hill to the other side. She's not here either. I take a quick glance at my surroundings to try and figure out where she went. Something is moving farther down. It's her, disappearing behind a gathering of bushes and trees. I follow, but as I reach the other side of the bushes, she's gone again. I look around me in disbelief. Where? Where are you following me? I jump a little as I suddenly hear Yoko's voice from above me. Surprised, I look up and see her squatting down on a thick branch of a tree above me. She's looking down at me, her eyes unfriendly and watchful. Sorry, I wasn't following you. Looks that way to me. Well, right, I was following you, but I just wanted to talk to you. Talk to me? Why would you want that? Listen, could you just calm down from there? It's a little awkward talking to you like this. Another cold look. No. I didn't come up here for your amusement, and I'm not coming down for it either. It really bugs me that someone apparently dislikes me so much when I have no idea why myself. It's obvious that she wants me out of the way for some reason. Why are you so upset about me being here? Did I do something to you? It looks like she finally relaxes a bit, but I still get unfriendly vibes from her. Annoyed, she averts her gaze from me. It is simply a bad idea to have someone like you tagging along. I don't know what that girl is thinking, but this complicates things unnecessarily. So basically, I really am getting in the way. It didn't sound like it was a problem. Okay then, if you want it, then I will leave. Really? Her eyes are almost challenging as she says this. Well, I guess that's it then. Whatever, it's not a big loss anyway. I did go looking for her because I wanted to leave, and now I can. But I still can't help but be a little bit angry about the way she's brushing me off. I turn around to leave, but then I hear the sound of Yoko dropping to the ground underneath the branch. She crossed her arms and looked at me in a displeased manner. No! No what? Tia is very impulsive, and she sometimes forgets to think of the long-term consequences of her actions. And? She sighed, obviously annoyed by my question. I can't ask you to leave it. It was Tia who brought you here. So until I know why... To be honest, I still have no clue what you people are trying to do. You don't exactly look like ordinary tourists. No, I bet you haven't. And you're not going to let me in on anything. I don't see why I should. It's none of your business. This is getting me nowhere. Then at least tell me what I did wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. Yet. I just don't like it when Tia decides to make plans on her own like this. She's being too careless. Plans? I'm a plan? As far as I know, you are a guide. Well, it's better than nothing. At least she's talking to me now. Right, I have to guide you to the mansion. Yes. So far now, I expect you to do a proper job as a guide. Her eyes tell me that there is no objecting to this matter, so I decide to let it lie for the time being. I reach my hand out towards her. She looks down the hand first and then up at me again. What is that about? To seal the deal, we're not enemies anymore. Her eyes narrow and she stares coldly at me. You want me to be your friend now? No, I just can't stand being enemies with the people I have to be around. I'm not your enemy. She's annoyed now, and it sounds as she tempted to raise her voice. But then she sighs and restrains herself. Alright then, whatever. Yes! It's obvious just to get the matter over with, but I'm still a little relieved as she stretches out her own hand. Just don't get just don't get any more stupid ideas about me. Right. Our hands meet in a simple, reluctant handshake. Or that was what I expected would happen.